guys, welcome back to our midweek show. I'm your host Rachel Kwainona, and you are tuned in as we are going to be talking about various trending topics today. And I'm joined by my favorite co-host, the usual.
Your beheaded photographer today.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna wake up one morning and then just like shave all your beard off and see what happens.
Say no to gender-based violence.
Oh, that's that's a nice one. Yeah, just before we get into it, we are proudly sponsored by Auckland, which is a furniture store. So yeah, I mean, you can tell we've been loving them sofas, right?
Literally, brat. I also got a mom tefe.
Yes, you can check them out, and they can be found where? Please give them directions.
Corner second and speak Auckland Furnitures.
Yeah, perfect. So before we get into it, I just want to ask this question before we try to like get into this topic of discussion. Okay, Waffles. You didn't know Waffle?
I didn't know Waffle, bro.
You know what's funny? Yeah. Her name is literally like, okay, first I just put it's uncle, yeah. I wanted it's a mumu face.
When talking about Uncle Waffles, I don't know face.
At first I was confused. But a lot of people, they didn't know that Uncle Waffles is like a female DJ, and she was, you know, doing her DJ thing and everything. Yeah.
Not only a DJ thing, Oma dance.
Oh, she is good. She is good.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but
yeah.
Can you tell us the experience, bro?
Perfect. But have you realized that you know, DJing was not like a profession that someone would be very proud to do, and now it's a female DJ, which is something that is very like a weird combination, because we never used to hear a female DJ literally doing like a show and whatnot, which is you know. And you know, Fiesta as well, it's such a big like what do you say, like a big company that does like festivals and events, and they decided to feature her and like pull her through, which is a great thing from South Africa. But then a lot of people had issues around that. They were saying, why do we make South African artists seem like they're international artists?
I think female DJ, because we have our own.
We do. DJ King her. DJ King her. She's fire. Yeah, she's going to perform Carnival in Victoria Falls as well.
Yeah, but
that's where the issue is. It's like the last show, the last episode, we talked about this whole tips for artists with Focalist. We had him. So it seems like all the weekends we have South African artists in the country. Okay, not South African because we had Joe Boy.
But still, it's like foreign X. We are talking about foreign X, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like what I was saying last time. Maybe promoted us could believe.
Yeah, I want to believe that. I believe
we're not gonna pull up.
Which takes us to the next question: the Holy 10 and Kiki Bedes, Kruger, and the mental health awareness big show that happened here in town, right? And it happened on the very same day where Uncle Waffles was performing. There was so much chaos in town, you know. Oh, I know. Zanu-PF really pulls us through. But then it goes back to that question: why is it Turamba Chungo Tuarama International? And we really don't believe in our own artists. Okay, so tell us in the comment section below what you think. When it comes to international artists performing, bringing international artists in the country, than to boost our own local artists and, you know, host a big crowd and call in a big crowd.
Even road
yes.
So I wouldn't blame them. Maybe but but they say let's try to
support. But speaking on performances, still on that issue of bringing in artists from other countries here, you know, I was watching some of the shots from the performance that Holy 10 did, that Kiki Bedes and Kruger and New.
Big Show, bruh.
Yeah, but then I have a, I was just like, for example, I was looking at the clip that was posted on social media by Kiki when she was performing and stuff. You could tell that the crowd didn't know her music. Like, some of these celebrities have so much clout on social media, but then when it comes to performing, performing is a lot, like physically.
Yes.
You have to do it prior. So when you get on stage, you really have to hype people up. And you could tell that some of the artists were really like struggling to like try to hype up the stage and stuff, especially the females. So it's kind of like,
for example, the Unplugged.
oh yeah, yeah, what's going on?
Explain why people were wearing so
hyped and confused with new tracks. Yeah, I think he performed actually. Yeah, he performed. Yeah, so it's more like to be honest, watching the whole show, because it's a mental health awareness event. To me, personally, I feel like they could not. Hey, it's still a mental health awareness campaign. When you have like Holy 10 is coming up next, is Anita, maybe have like a small slot where you're like, okay, we are here because of, that's the whole point where we are raising awareness. I know people are excited and whatnot, but I feel like they didn't really put the main purpose or the mandate of the performances or the festival.
For me, it's a win for Zim Hip-Hop. It's a win for Zim Hip-Hop.
Just the genre. But then Anita, what is she?
No, I'm talking about Zim Hip-Hop. Talk about Anita.
What is she?
No, like
is she Afro-pop?
Zim Hip-Hop. Who was the Big Show? People are talking about Holy 10.
Yeah, people are really talking about Holy 10, exactly. Which is swallowing even upcoming artists that performed, even the female artists that performed.
Rachel. Yoga. Don't
no, because you're saying it's a win for Zim Hip-Hop, which is it's a genre.
You could have simply said it's also a win for female artists.
How though? Because a lot of people. Okay, Inzwa. A lot of people, right? A lot of people were there, but then the comments, you could tell that people really were rooting for Holy 10.
Exactly. So it's a win.
So it's a win for Zim Hip-Hop, but at the same time, it just shows.
I'm a lover of hip-hop.
I get that. I understand. I'm not saying like it's anything bad or whatever, but Zim Hip-Hop is great. It means good. We are doing okay. We're doing all right in the Zim Hip-Hop genre, right? But then doesn't that show like my issues, equity? Women, even in the Zim Hip-Hop Yachona or women in other genres, are being swallowed because people only remembered Holy 10. Is it like a thing because they don't? But we are talking about Anita here.
Yeah, I don't pizza.
Why
remember when I wrote pizza?
Oh, I remember when I wrote pizza. Okay, guys.
Anita, speaking of Anita is also trending.
Yeah.
It's more Poptain. You get.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. Yeah, because you find that I think Anita okay, I don't want to pick sides yet. Okay. All right. I want to believe that these are two grown people in a situation, two consenting adults in a situation that they come up to a point where they did what they had to do. Whether it was for publicity, but anyway, any publicity is good publicity, right? So I want to believe that maybe it's pressure on some parties of the situation, maybe the wife or Poptain and herself, and then now they have to like make a statement and all that. But then the funny view or the funny stare in this situation is that Shaddai actually spoke about this, Kudara. And people were saying, hey, you are not Wadziwa and all this. But he akataura like facts.
Rachel quoting Shaddai.
No, at this very moment I am.
This is great. But yeah,
okay, I'm not saying I support the guy. I'm just saying I'm quoting the guy.
It's okay. You are a negotiated reader.
Yeah, it's okay.
Speaking on
it's not like a bad thing.
Speaking on that issue, on our showbiz, according to Anita, I listened to both of them. According to Anita, I'm not you. No, people are good. Why you? tingatadzira kujambira on that hype we sell our relationship.
Yeah.
So from the get-go vese vanga vari wrong on the business side, yeah, that's right. But Poptain from the word-go akatotadzira mukadzi wake agreeing
to do that.
Anita as well, because Anita akabvuma kuenda public platform achiti anodana na Poptain.
Yeah. Thank you. We are going to go there because to me I'm thinking the fact that you are out here doing a whole interview and just saying, oh, I'm friends with the wife, that's cringe.
Bruh.
That's cringe because I'm thinking, why?
Okay, let me tell you one thing. I know the whole story. Pop is my young boy from Machimata. Let me tell you something. Pop, the name Pop.
Stories are good,
it took Poptain more than 10 years to go on the land.
Yeah.
Choose Pop. You understand? So Pop, I don't manage one of those events on a day from GSTV South Africa. I manage one. I think boys, but I wonder. So that same crew, number one manager Anita Jackson.
Yeah.
So before the relationship, when I want to collab, I get 2-3. If I'm not mistaken. I think you know people say you know that's a real white boys are not pushing on the fantasy. Coming back to the issue of relationship, like when I went on Malawi, I got a talk like it was when they were doing a musical video. I went to video and
expose it.
I know. They asked me Pop about this. You come back. That now my Anita translation craft because I was worried because Pop when things were down, but I assumed the Pop and Mukadzwana. Because because of craft, do music but
years of trying.
I'm locked down.
Yeah, I'm locked down. After that team sure I get an answer.
Yeah.
Madam. So Pop Muslim change. So relationship like Anita. To me, I knew Danani. Always, I was the one
exactly, that's where my issue is.
The discussion of the night, I'm the same fun. The way Chichu no one, it's only a working relationship. No. The push Anita, the reason was so far much push Anita. So Wakamana got a hype when they saw me, Wakaita, Wakamana Shanda, Wakamana Machimba, the one I get to my gig, because I didn't look down. Tema gig when she got married, I think when she changed my friends, because you know, cannot marry, you tell me, so, if knows one now, I was putting they are all wrong. They are looking for a platform in Zoom.
Yeah, definitely. Exactly. Yeah, because you find Kuti, it's a strategy. It's a strategy with these things.
But you cannot take us for food twice.
That's the culture in this country that has been created, whereby we hype. We hype and then we get on these funny trains without actually trying to fact check or critically look at situations. Yeah, because Anita Jackson, when Anita, I feel like she had.
Feelings like now because recently Poptain posted don't follow but why? Because he Ramadan and don't go away. I don't know the religion now.
Don't wear with a cup.
It's 25.
Yeah.
Because in the past week, in the past weeks, I'm so Papa, you was trying to reconcile my face. Because time I'm this year, I'm not but the manager ain't gave up. So Anita was also quiet.
I realized.
They've been trending. Pop has been trending.
Anita has been trending.
So,
yeah. I feel like it's a strategy. It's a strategy.
Get umbrella sense usually 1 hour. Maybe they are going to release a song. They are going to do what? Yeah,
facts. So still on the, so still on that situation, right? I just want to believe that it's a strategy. The same. Wait. I'm about to.
Culture pardon my language.
But then to me, I feel like it's a strategy. The same beef strategy that was between Holiton and Volts. Those guys are friends. Like, let's be honest. You see, so it's like, exactly, like you can't be that gullible to the point. Yeah, I saw. I did. I guess maybe they really had to go to that extent. Yeah, but I'm kind of actually worried about Poptain, considering that he also had like a mental health breakdown last year. Now it's like, how is he taking the heat?
We should also worry about Anita.
Exactly, I got that too. Yeah, because she was like, she spoke about pressure, she spoke about all this, and then in the bid of trying to get out of the situation, it also kind of looked like she was trying to get out of the situation, trying to make it look good, but yeah, it was kind of tricky.
It's okay.
Yeah, Tomboti took it at this point, but yeah, I guess on other news, Mbinga Zirungo Fasha. I think Jinimba Wango Furira, like.
You not told me about the guy in Nangoana. I actually had to look him up.
Okay, this came off very insensitive. I'm not laughing at.
It was yes.
But Anakuita floodgates of. Okay, here's the thing. Here's what I think. I apologize if maybe some people might take this like an insensitive. I didn't mean to like laugh at someone's death, no. But what I'm trying to say is the term being got to me, it's kind of too dramatic. Okay, that's number one. Number two is now every other person who's rich or wealthy, when they die, it's like we have to hear about it, and then we realize that his death, he had so many. Yeah, I guess.
But Scott is the biggest gold buyer in Zimbabwe, guys.
Because we are now talking about influence here.
Yeah,
influencer pop culture. Thank you for the yeah.
But I'm not paid but I'm gonna say names though.
Yeah.
Before that, I just want to say what ones are Ipira.
Yes, now I just listened to some tracks as when he posted the song, the EP. I listened to.
He's convincing everyone. The thing.
You know what? It's cool. It's fine.
I'm going to listen to Charlie because
okay, before we get into the argument or the debate, every time when someone, an artist drops an EP or whatnot, I just shuffle the music and it takes me a bit of time to warm up to the tracks. It's not like I don't like the tracks or anything, but it's just me trying to marinate maybe on the words and then the sound. But I feel like he has a cool different sound which can relate and resonate with like a lot of young people. Okay, you're trying to put me on this hip hop train. I see you.
Yeah, I'm a singura. To be specific.
Yeah.
You dig.
Yeah. I like how you said with Amasungura. That's really cool.
Creative,
very creative.
Even Trepsu.
Yeah. Even the same way Saint Flo is very good at trying to mesh, the Sungura vibes and yeah. So you find that this.
By the way.
Yeah.
Just as a disclaimer,
it's not Bijoma.
That's going to be a trend there. Because so everywhere.
It's a nice song. Can we just say can we appreciate that it's a nice song? Yeah, it's a really nice song. I feel like yeah.
So I'm going to download Saint Flow. Can I talk about it next week?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We will.
Talk about the video about
we haven't watched that.
But can I read that director Leo V?
Yeah, obviously. Director Leovi actually shot the video. Yeah.
It's dope.
Creativity. Yeah. But all I want to say about that song is when I viewed it yesterday, because I was one of the people who wanted to premiere the song to actually watch it when it dropped. You could see that we know Votes is a person who's really into hip-hop and stuff like that, and I like the fact that in this one song it's such a love song and it's speaking about emotions that we barely hear from a guy's perspective, you know, like you've hurt me kind of thing, and then reply yeah kind of vibes. Yeah,
it's kind of like a reply.
It's linking really.
Yeah,
and it's a very very different. Yeah, it's a very different sound, and we really appreciate, because all the time with the hip hop you always hear about the harsh, but you know it's different. We can tell. I mean, even the viewers can tell.
What song?
Volts.
Somebody it talks about my emotions, which you hardly hear them from
guys. So yeah,
let's just go on an international stage.
Yeah,
international platform.
Yeah.
One of the people who actually came forward also John D.
Yeah.
If you are following try now we are following in detail, but I'm go focus on the men expressing side
yeah. You know, when the lady, this was like a long time ago when this whole situation was a mess. I literally was like, Johnny, you know how gullible we are as viewers because we are looking from a third eye perspective. I was just like, you know, Johnny Pirates of the Caribbean, character, you know, that so. But then that's not an informed like idea, a perception of a person. One side, you know, when he was talking about how he lost a piece of his finger, you could tell it wasn't acting. The man was in pain, and you could tell, like, even the Amber, the way she was just like giving this live reactions on her face, you could tell that she's such a, no offense, but a disgusting human being. Because now it's coming to light that women actually are abusive, because in all honesty it's always men attacking women. It pushes yeah, like, they did. Johnny Depp did this. He was on drugs. They do this. Look at him. He put like black line, all this like small stuff, Nyana. You know.
I just love the way he's handling it.
The situation.
The way he talks to cross-examination. I don't know, the jury, and the jury loves him, bro.
Yeah, but then to me, I feel like the whole case, because it's being publicized, it's kind of problematic considering these people are celebrities. I know you have to do your jury duty, but then don't you think like there will be some sort of biasy with the situation, considering, you know, we love Johnny, he will never do that, now we're hearing his side of the story, all this stuff. Maybe they both violated each other.
Yeah,
you know, like, let's ask the critical questions here. Yeah,
at some point she went and do a thing on the bed, bruh.
Oh.
Part on the picture,
oh my God. She actually defecated on the bed.
Exactly. So
yeah, that's some crazy things. Yeah.
A person I know about.
You're with a psycho, so maybe she needs like some mental, some health scanning.
What's some of the things?
But my other question was, for Amber, she's already a celebrity, she's already successful and has put herself in the industry. We know she's a great, amazing actress and stuff. So what's the deal? What is she trying to get? Because we know with these court cases, maybe someone wants to get like some sort of potion when it comes to money or properties and all these. But you're also a successful actress. Like, what's the point? Are you trying to just try to ruin a person's career that he has built over time?
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. Still on the serious issue, I was
opposed to it.
Which is a good thing that they're insisting. It means that they're active. Let me just get counted.
And I was asked, I need period. I can't do it. To go in one, I got a panapa, Vamswakatu, every day. amene vanonyora mukatablet kake but inini hangu maybe because munhu akandiverenga ka lucky enough anotoda like ndogona kumudzingisa basa makandiina anondibvunza ma-weird questions amaibvunza kuti makadyi nezoro manheru chichichi but akandibvunza mumwe mubvunzo kuti muna-bedrooms mine marooms mangani kana mutaurira and pamarooms waya ma-bedrooms mangani.
Sounds very like someone ari kutoya uchitofeya kunge mbavha like yeah you know it's kind of like the intrusion of information. Yeah,
because I was against this the whole idea census but didn't feel anogona kuverenga pamapedusi pane 5 adults and ndogona kunge ndiri one ndakaregisa kuvhota
yeah
and but vatoverenga 5 adults who are eligible to vote so inini idea yangu kuti ndo panogadzirwa zvipoko apo you dig
facts
ndo misconception andinayo but ndakazomubvunza manje vaniti population and housing census we need to know kuti kudziva kuti munogara muri vangani so that when they are planning they know.
But for say and stuff and
I'd ask the guy but the Poptain guy did that spoke.
Yeah, I know. And like when I was like texting you I was like worried. I was like okay we had same break and stuff and they are not yet there. So in my mind I started asking questions. Like I still remember as a young kid that was the only time they showed up. You know, this lady had this big book. You know, we were being written and the house was very tense. That was it. And now this happens at age and an age where I'm like more mature and I'm asking like the harder questions like, what's their process like? How is their research? How are they taking their research when it comes to data? When it comes to data in the country? Because your misconception, your fears, I feel like they're valid. Considering kuti we need some statistics, need the data in the country. You know, it's like you are going to just estimate to be like, oh, okay, 2 billion, but you haven't really. What type of research did you do? Then you picked like a crew to just say. But they're not yet in our area though.
They will come, bruh. But can I insist?
I don't know. I just feel like census is not happening. Am I weird? Like,
but this time is inclusive also.
Yeah. Of the LGBTQ as well. They're being counted.
They are inclusive of people living with disabilities.
Yeah.
They are inclusive.
They're inclusive of that. So how are they? That's what my question is. So how are they going to?
Wait.
So now the box for the LGBT is there.
No,
it's other.
I feel
it's a question.
Guys, I'm telling you, I asked the guys when I'm no. Prior to previous one, I just inclusive. People living with disabilities, and I'm talking about people living with disabilities.
Okay.
And
okay, that's all right. So that gender.
No, you can ask her.
Ask her. No, okay, fine. I'll ask. But you're coming because some of us at Saturday so. Okay. I hope in all honesty that when they're going to carry out the census and the population, they're genuinely doing it with the purpose of actually finding out could population could have said so that the development data keeper
they also use.
But then that's the thing. NGOs are the right hand to the government. We get that. But the right hand to the government?
My NGO, remember?
Yeah.
Comply or go to Ukraine.
I know. Yeah, it's the PVO thing. We'll talk about that as well. But then my question is, you have my NGOs trying to do what they do at their own capacity. You're not going to knock at these NGOs and be like, oh, can we please have like the statistics?
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.